How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are with a buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the evening stream. So let's take a look and see what is going on with AMC, GameStop, a few other stocks, and let's have a good time, all right? So talking about AMC. So it looks like AMC is currently... on the day, it was up 3.54%. We are in the after hours now, just completely flat, essentially. Not up any percentage, not down any percentage, so just frozen at $9.66. GameStop, not a bad day, up 6.26%. As we can see up here, guys, it was up like 11% earlier in the day. Crazy stuff. Still ending at above 6.26% or at 6.26%, and in the after hours up just under 0.5%. So not really much at all, nothing too exciting there, but good action today. I do like seeing these green, makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Then again, even if it was red, I still wouldn't mind it. So I mean, take that for what it is. I'm totally desensitized at this point, which may be a good or a bad thing. I'll leave that up to you. So taking a look, let's look at Doge, guys. Doge, I've been watching this, just following it so closely at 41 cents now. And dang, I saw it. What's so sad is I saw it at, and this is what happens whenever you hesitate, right? So I saw it over the weekend at 26 cents. And I was like, you know what? It was around here somewhere, I think it was. And I was like, you know what? This might be a good entry point. And I hesitated. I'm like, no, like I'm going to hold my funds. And I was like, and I didn't pull the trigger. And that FOMO again, I missed it at 16, missed it at 24. This shows you, like, if you think it might be a good play, manage a risk, but don't be afraid to hop in. And so Doge, I'm a little scared about Doge. A lot of people are I would say some people think it's like a big bubble. So I'm just a little cautious on Doge. I'd rather wait a little bit. Well, it's not really even that I really want to wait a little bit. It's that I'd rather put my funds in something like AMC or GameStop. Full transparency, really quick. I did liquidate some of my other positions. And like how I told you guys I have super long-term stocks I'm just holding forever, and it's going to be very slow gains. I did go ahead and liquidate some of those positions because I did want to put it in AMC. And so I did get a few options, like this prints, but I did get a few options for September at I think it was the $40 strike, or it might have been something a little lower in here. Yeah, I did get some at the September $40 strike. I got some at the June, and there was right here, I got some at the June $29 strike. And I'll tell you why I got these, right? You can see the cost of this. So this is going to be like 53 cents, 51 cents. And as you go down, right, you can see, or what was the one I had found? Or actually, I placed the order for them. They have not gone through. They won't go through until tomorrow when the bell rings. So hopefully I'll still be able to get into this position. But as you can see here, so let's take a look at this, and I'll tell you why I bought it where I bought it at. So you see here, it's going, very steadily, 63 cents, 57, down very steadily, right? So if we look here, we can see 51, 48, 43, and then 45. So it was all in order, right? Until you got to this 43 and then 45. So in my head, I'm like, well, you know what? This is kind of discounted. It's like, why would I buy the $26 strike whenever I can get this one for a little bit cheaper? And just kind of fits in a little bit better. And in my opinion, it's a little bit safer because of the strike, right? And so that's why I went ahead and got that. And still, the gains are going to be just insane. And I just feel pretty comfortable with this one. And that's why I went ahead and got it there. So just a few of my plays. I just want to be transparent with you guys with some of those plays. Well, anytime I really make a move, but yeah. Let me sign to the chat. I haven't talked to the chat yet. I've just been blabbering away. Let's see what's going on. Jovan Howard, can you give us a comparison of the last AMC squeeze numbers compared to where we are now? So it's kind of hard to compare them exactly. I don't, and here's something I don't have. I don't have anything on, like, I don't have the numbers of the short interest or anything like that compared to the last one, right? I've been looking at it. I tried, and if anyone has a place that they can find it, if anyone can look at it, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to to look at that information. It's what I really need. And so let's take a look. Let me say a few other people, and then we'll talk about this short squeeze right here, or this gamma squeeze, and kind of some comparisons. But I'll right up front, I don't have the numbers of like the short interest and all that stuff of what it was during these dates. Okay. But I will go over a few of this. But let me say hi to Olive. What is up? What is up, Cash? Captain Cash, Johnson, my friend. Faz, can you do one of these for number one? Yeah, we'll take a look. Eric, what is up? Olive, what is up? Liv, no waiting. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rain. All right, and I'll get to everybody in just a second. But let's talk about this. So, in comparison, right? So we have to, there's a bunch of different factors to look at, but what we can see here is, keep in mind that we were, okay, so let me go through this one little bit at a time. So we can see what was happening here. So this happened over a little bit of time, but the crazy price action, right, happened around after hours of January 26th, and then pre-market of January 27th, where is where we saw the craziest stuff. Coincidentally, this was I believe this was a Tuesday into a Wednesday. Okay. I'm not saying that'll happen this time. I'm not saying it won't happen this time on a Tuesday into a Wednesday. Thought it was very interesting. And I noticed that most of the price action is in the after hours as well as the pre-market. So, and you can see that here, right? We can see here that it just skyrocketed. And then even look at the next day, right? The next day, kind of dipped down here, and then a lot of action. And then what happened here is this action, why it started to dip, and it is because Robinhood and the other brokerages stopped trading, right? I believe Robinhood was first to lead the pack. Everyone had AMC in Robinhood, and so it was obviously super affected by this. And so it was going up, and I do think it was going to have a similar move to this, where it would have, I mean, this went from like the low here is like, let's say 5 to 25 essentially. So, I mean, just 5 times gains, and then 5 times from 20 would have been 100, right? And so this could have gone theoretically if it moved at all like this. So that is that. And on top of that, let's take a look. So unfortunately, I still don't have org tags. So this is one of the reasons, guys, like I'm trying to get my course. I'm trying to do a few things. Like I'm going to get my Patreon truly set up. It's all in the works, but I want to be able to get these things, like purchase org tags, just so we have it like for us. But that is all going to come in good time. And it's also going, whenever I start monetizing some of the things, then I will be able to like get all this stuff and make sure we're like taken care of, anything that we need. I'm already paying for like Fintel and stuff like that. Maybe I should cancel Fintel because I'm not even, we're not even really using it that much these days, but I do like having it just in my back pocket. But realistically, we're going to look at the same stuff that he's giving away for free anyway. So much appreciation to Matt Kors. So the reason I like this so much is, look, the short interest is at a record high. Okay. And now granted, I don't know if he can see it to January 27th and all this kind of stuff, but saying record is probably meaning, record high from even back then. Again, I don't know if he was looking at it back then. Utilization, 99.4%. That was this morning. Crazy. Insane. Shares on loan, another record. Like these are all, look at this, another record, almost max value, another record. Everything, like I said, guys, the stars are dang aligning. And I'm very excited to what's going to happen. I think all we're waiting for at this time is a catalyst. The catalyst could be anything. The catalyst could be a piece of news. The catalyst could be a piece of news, or it could be a filing that happened, Oh, what? These are getting filled in? Oh my gosh. These got filled in, right? Oh my gosh, guys. We are just waiting, in my opinion, to like 801. And guys, we are no way these got filled. So guys, we are just waiting on 801 right now. Good evening, Kimberly. Welcome. Holy smokes. So either 801 or some kind of catalyst. And if we get both of this, I think this could be a catalyst. I think a catalyst, I think a catalyst would do good, maybe some kind of gamma squeeze, but maybe, well, I don't know if a catalyst would actually be a gamma squeeze, but a lot of good things can happen. Especially with this right now. If this gets passed, I mean, so 2 things. 1, it has to get passed, and 2, they have to use it. They have to say, okay, we're going to, and I think that they're trying to pass this so quickly because they do anticipate on using it. Anyways, the reason I got all those options is because Oh gosh, it's aligning up. Everything, the stars have aligned, and I'm waiting for liftoff, and that's why I'm super bullish right now. I like I said, guys, I liquidated some of those longer plays. I'm gonna hop right back in, but right now, I was able to liquidate like $1,000, right? And I'm not fully in with $1,000 just yet. I'm gonna see if there's some kind of dip that I could buy, and if there is, then ooh, I'm gonna go all in. So even if it goes to 9, or I mean especially $8, I would buy the entire, I'd put the rest of it in the dip. Right now I have about half in it, and even if it starts to run, I'll buy in early. This way I can continue to ride the run. And that's my personal stuff. So this isn't financial advice. This is what I'm personally doing, my plan. Extremely bullish, waiting for something good to happen. So Fez says, just peculiar that it jumped with no news or catalyst. So this jumped with, well, I don't know if this one jumped with the news, but essentially this all started to happen, in my opinion, because of the news saying they're not going bankrupt. So around this time, I can't remember the exact date, but around this time, they did have a catalyst saying, hey, we're not going bankrupt anymore. We just got like just under $1 billion essentially in money and yada yada, and like debt relief, or not debt relief, what is it called? A bunch of money. They're not going bankrupt. So in my opinion, that was a huge catalyst, drove it up here. More people wanted to buy in. Then, I think everyone was talking about GameStop. They wanted this to squeeze, and it just became like a crazy whole thing. So that's essentially what happened. So I think the stage is set, just waiting on that catalyst. Can you do one of these for the new #1 searched coin, Safe Moon? One of these, like a video? One of these. What do you mean when you say one of these, Fez? Eric, what is up, my friend? How are you doing? Not a bad day for AMC. Not a bad day at all. I'll take it. I'll take a sideways day. I'll take up 3%. I'll take what I can get. I'll take anything that's any which way this wants to go. I'll take it. Rain says, have you looked at the news on Webull about GME? No, I haven't. Give me the details, please. What's happening with it? Oh, here we go. We could do, what am I looking for? Webull, news on Webull. I don't know what I was going to pull up Discord. There we go. Pull this up here. Excellent. Just in case anyone wants to send me something in the Discord, I will be happy to go ahead and take a look. If you want to link me the news, Rain, I'd be happy to see it. Or if you just want to say it in the chat, whatever's easier for you. Liv says AMC 1020 tomorrow. Holy smokes, that would be very nice. Bullish. Was there any explanation for the Doge jump or Doge pump and dump? Is it linked in the squeezes going on? I don't think it's linked to the squeezes at all. There's been some weird stuff going on with crypto as a whole, as well as there was a person who tweeted it, and I have no clue. This is very tin hat. I have no clue about the validity of this, but they did say something along the lines of, I'm trying to think of the article, what it said. The U.S. Treasury or somebody is looking into institutions because somebody might be money laundering through crypto, and this is total speculation. I can't give any validity. They said dash sources, so sources say that might be happening. I don't know who their sources are. Maybe they're credible, maybe they're not, but very interesting stuff. And then Doge just started running, crazy stuff, and some people are saying Doge. Newegg tweeted, hey, do you guys want us to be able to use Doge on our platform? If you do, retweet this. And people have been doing it. Now, it's so weird whenever companies do this, right? Because I bet you they purchased a bunch of Doge and they're trying to pump it themselves. That would be my guess. I don't know if that's true, but there's some weird stuff happening with the influence of, crypto stocks and stuff. And it's so interesting, so weird what's been going on. Bona says Doge has nothing to do with the squeezes. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Doge. I don't know why it's running. I don't know why it's not running. Well, you know, people are trying to kind of accepting it, like, you know, how Elon did with Tesla. I heard that the Mavericks, Mark Cuban is accepting it for payment. I'm not sure if that's true. There's a lot of different things going on, a lot of sentiment behind this stock. And on top of that, Elon is just, from my understanding, is just pumping it, you know, just tweeting about it. And then all these other guys are tweeting about it. And then Matt Kors jumped on it. And then, you know, all these guys are jumping on it. So, who knows what's happening? It is wild. Jovan says Mortal Kombat will be the next catalyst. Maybe. Not sure though. Not sure. News article on Webull talks about the MOAS. Really? Somebody have a link in Discord that they can send me? Steve says, hey, Corey, I did some day trading on Doge to collect some buying power to buy more AMC and GME. Dab. I love it. I love it. Some people have been doing that. Some people, that's what I did originally. I did it when it was at, you know, at like 2 cents, but from like 2 to 4 cents essentially. But, and I only did it with $100. I made $200, put it back in. So, you know, I did something, but good play. You know, good job. Smart, in my opinion, but that's that. Analysis. Do you only do one topic? I thought you only do one type of topic on each stream. No, Tyrone, I just kind of go with the flow, my friend. We're having a conversation. If there's anything you want to see, my friend, I'd be happy to see it. Happy to take a look. And, you know, we'll make it go. We'll make it do what it do. Paul says, what's popping, folks? Webull, MOAS article. Okay, you know what? People are not really linking it, so let me add this here and let's see if this works. Webull just posted an article about the mother of all short squeezes. Let's take a look. All right. Oh my gosh. The mother of all short squeezes, or MOAS for short, mother of all short squeezes, sorry, or MOAS for short, is how the impending once-in-a-lifetime squeeze of GameStop Corp shorts is being referred. And rightfully so. Everything surrounding this event is historical, and whatever eventual short squeeze price eventuates, whether the shares are selling at 1,000 or 1 million, it will not negate the importance of the event. Oh my gosh. It will still be the mother of all short squeezes. Specifically GameStop, very interesting. A blueprint moving forward and a necessary counter for imprudent short positions. If or when the mother of all short squeezes occurs and the proof of concept is valid, I predict we will immediately see short squeeze attempts on other heavily shorted stocks. This is true. What people could theoretically do, and it's such a fine line, because let's say someone sees next, let's say GameStop squeezes first, for example, right? Which I think they'll squeeze at the same time, which like we saw last time. But let's say GameStop does squeeze first, you know, for some reason, and AMC really doesn't move. I do think that people will pull profits, then go into AMC, and then they might continue to go to the next stock. I don't think this is going to be a long-term, like a, like a blueprint moving forward, like they say, because think about it. If hedge funds know what people are going to do, then they won't just be so short on a stock. They'll diversify where they're short. You know what I mean? Like, and there's legal implications to like a bunch of people. There's a lot of interesting things going on. I feel like this is a one and done type deal until it kind of loses hype or people forget about it in like 100 years or something, or 50 years, whenever it would be, that the new guys or, you know, or people of Wall Street or whatever, and they decide, okay, we're gonna do this. So I don't know, but very interesting. Volume places volume and we run. Yeah, I think we're waiting on that, right? We took a look, and I don't know if there's an actual correlation here, but taking a look at this, we can see let's look at the 1 day candles, and we can see, let's go to 3 month, and let's look at the 1 day candles. Okay, that's fine. So if we look at this, there's something interesting here, because these days right here, wait, what is this? How much is this? 13, 14. Oh, I was looking at weeks. Okay, you know what? I don't want I don't want to misspeak and confuse people. So that theory was on the weekly basis, and I'm gonna hold off on that theory actually currently. Let's continue. Jelani, good evening. It's a valid article. Yeah, this is cool. I'm glad I saw this. Thank you for sharing that. Someone needs to charge their phone. People living on the edge. I can't take it. I don't. Kimberly says, I don't get how it can be so high when 10K made every hour. When 10K, I don't see how it can be so high. What is a short interest now for AMC? Short. Oh wait, I just skipped like a bunch of chats. Fake news on crypto. So the short interest right here, we'll take a look at that while I read the chat. Ikari says, is AMC worth it right now? In my personal opinion, I would say yes. I just put in some orders for options for tomorrow morning, about $500 worth, and if it dips, I'm gonna put in the rest of the 500, and if it starts to squeeze, I'm gonna put in the rest of the other 500 in AMC. I'll buy this. I don't care if I buy this at 14-15 bucks. Personally, I am gonna continue to buy it. But you know, also if GameStop dips, I may put some more into GameStop. As you guys know, I've been trying to add in my position to GameStop, so maybe I'll put 500 and 500. GameStop, I would not be buying options. I would only be buying shares, actual shares in the company. Whereas AMC, I'm a little more comfortable buying options in AMC, just because GameStop options are so dang expensive. Like, I mean, even like I like the September one, so September, October, June, July. Let's see, for August. So I wish there was August. There's not August, so I might look at October. But man, I'm sure it's gonna be so expensive. $690. Yeah, see, like $1,400. I don't have $1,400 to throw in this. But let me look at July. If I look at July, though, what do we got? $600, $625. Don't have a $600, but unless I liquidate something else, which I don't think I really want to. So let's see what the gains look like, though, right? So on a $600 bet, if this goes to, and this is at the $800 strike, so pretty high. And at the $800 strike, to break even, it has to hit 806. So you're basically betting it'll hit 806. And, you know, but then again, look, if it hits 815, you just made $856. Not bad at all. And imagine if it goes to 1,000. I mean, like here, even at, look, right here at 8, what is this? 815, I'm sure. 81604. Holy crap. Yeah, 816. You can make $1,000 about, you know, just about. Insane. But I'd rather buy shares just for GameStop, even though, you know, you can really leverage your money, but not something I'm really doing right now. Christian, thank you so much for the super chat. Bazinga article about another short squeeze. Another squeeze. Have you read it? Bazinga, I have not read it. Bazinga squeeze. GameStop. Is this the same one I just read on Webull? Yeah. We just saw this one right here, my friend. This one. I didn't know this. Yeah. So I guess this is the same Bazinga article. I wish it would say here. That's weird that they're just kind of taking credit. Unless maybe back here it says, well, wait a second. It should be, I have Webull. News? Or I guess it won't, it's not news. It's its own article. Well, cool stuff. I like it. I like GameStop and I like AMC. I like them both. I'm having a hard time. I kind of am like, maybe I should upgrade from buy more from here. I don't know. Tough stuff. Let me continue. I'm super far behind in the chat. I'm going to continue to read all the chat messages, and then I'll read them out loud just because I'm going to be behind for a second. But I like this conversation we have going. I'm excited. Go to this person on Twitter. Oh boy, my mouse died. Oh my gosh, that was a close one. Let me open this one over here. And then let me get this person. Whoops. Oh yes, this is the person. Thank you. So again, wow, this person has a lot of followers, but I think QAnon had a lot of followers, and however you feel about that is that. But this one here said, man, this person tweets a lot. Where's the tweet? Let me control F for it. It was... Who was it? All right, I don't know where I can find it, but it was this person who had tweeted about the money laundering. So I don't know if it's actually accurate. I don't know who this person is, but you know, a lot of people seem to like him, whoever they are. Tyrone, sorry, I meant one of these as an analyst on SafeMoon. I thought you only had one topic per stream. I bet. Oh, no worries, Tyrone. Yeah, I talk about these things. I don't have anything on SafeMoon. I've heard people talking about SafeMoon. I haven't really looked at it at all, to be honest. If there's anything you want to share, I'd be happy to read it. Another good day for HTMC. I love HTMC. Feeling very good about it. Oh my gosh, it's at 19 cents. Okay, so this is doing very, very, very well. I knew I should have averaged down when it was at like 10, I mean, not 19 cents, 0.0019 is where it's currently at. I absolutely love this stock. I have like 250,000 shares of this. And that's because I bought in at 0.0045 and it went all the way down. I was down 75% essentially. Held the entire time. I should have averaged down, but realistically, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hold this long term and focus my energy on AMC and GameStop. And that's what I've been doing. Gosh, you know, I wanted to average down, but I'm like, no, like I'm just going to have to wait for a little bit. And if I would have averaged down, I probably would have broke even by now. But hey, you know what? I feel good about it. I think it's going to be a very good long-term hold. I really like this company a lot. Is AMC worth buying right now? I think I already answered that one. To the moon. Can hedge funds short cryptocurrency? Is it any different than shorting stocks? I'm not sure if they can short cryptocurrency. I haven't heard of anything like that. So I'm not sure. Theoretically, I mean, if I wanted to short like, well, no, that's not the same. I was going to say if I want to short like crypto, I would just short the, what is it called? Like Marathon or Riot or something. I would probably just short that, but that's not the same thing because of the selling pressure. So I'm not sure. I don't think you can short cryptocurrency. But if anyone knows, I'd love to know. AMC to 1 million. My goodness, that is ambitious. Pulse, GME will squeeze first in AMC, especially since we have a recount taking place. Okay, interesting. I feel like they're going to squeeze at the same time, but thank you for your thought. It's a Bazinga article, perfect. Fez, I got the alert on my phone, then asked a question, then moved my laptop, which is different. Oh, talking about SafeMoon? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, you can rewind the stream. Good thinking. The article is 2 pages. Supply and demand. Yeah, I did not find SafeMoon. I tried looking it up on here, SafeMoon, but I don't see it here unless I'm missing it. Yeah, I don't think I'm seeing it. Oh, 99.4. Oh, okay, gotcha. Good stuff. Truth says came to win a war, not a game. AMC 100K is the way. And if you don't believe it, watch a Houston Wade interview to wash all that foot away. All right. What's up, Lee? What are the possible outcomes for 100% AMC utilization? Also, is it more sensible to spread buying through the week or just wait till the bell on Friday? You know, Fez, it's really, it's hard to say. You know, realistically, I don't think that I kind of feel like retail investors are kind of out of, I don't want to say steam, but like, if you're in AMC or GameStop, you're in AMC or GameStop. You know, I don't think that the retail investors are going to, unless they're, I think that's why I think there has to be some kind of news catalyst, right? I can keep buying and I do keep adding to my position, you know, at a relatively slow pace, just when I can. But unless something happens that makes me extremely bullish, I don't know if I'll really buy too much more. Like today, I was super bullish with everything going on, especially seeing these kinds of numbers. I get super bullish, right? These numbers here, I get extremely bullish. But I think what we're kind of waiting for is a catalyst that's going to drive other retail investors, people who either left AMC and GameStop, people who haven't been in and they're like, holy smokes, like I want in on this, or maybe a more traditional retail investor that says AMC, GameStop, these guys are good businesses. This is great that's happening. I'm going to jump in this stock right now. And a lot of people have that same mentality, and then it floods to the stock, and then boom, we get the volume we need and a lot of buying pressure. That is something that I'd be waiting for. I don't think that, even with the utilization and stuff, I think that's all good. Like I said, guys, I think all of this is absolutely fantastic, but I think we are going to need a catalyst before we get the movement that we're looking for. Derek, what AMC options you buying? So yes, so in case you welcome for people who haven't seen who are just joining. So yes, I did get a few options. I got options here in September. So I got the September, was it the $40? Oh crap, I can't remember what I got. So I placed the order in the after hours, so it's not going to fill until pre-market, or not pre-market. It's not going to fill until the bell rings tomorrow. Okay, so for me it's 8:30 Central. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and wait there. As far as what was I gonna say? So so I have a few here. I think 40. I have some here at the June 20. I think it's right here, $25 strike. And I thought I had one more, but I can't recall off the top of my head here. But yes, I did get some options, and I'm feeling good about my options. Hopefully they execute early in the morning. But if this starts to run just a little bit, I'll miss my stuff. I'll have to go backwards. Like I'll have to replace it at a higher price. And you know, in my opinion, it's worth the premium. I'd rather pay the premium as this starts to go up, just because I think it'll be worth it. I think I already said hi to Lee, but what's up, Lee? What's up, Olive? What's up, everybody? I'm trying to buy SafeMoon since Saturday night. BNB isn't available, which is used to buy SafeMoon. See, I don't understand all that BNB, SafeMoon. Like, I just don't understand how all that works. What's up, Animal? Adding the thumbs up. Thank you so much for the like. Visiting article. Got it. Is the GME recount done by tomorrow? I'm actually not too sure when the recount it will be done. I don't know if I can Google that. Oh yeah, it was supposed to be done by 420, right? That was the whole thing. Yeah, okay. I'm not saying anything in here for 420, but yeah, I think it was supposed to be done 420. Olive says just buy GME. Yeah, I think I will do half and half, 500 and 500. I feel super good with my AMC position, and you know what? I'm actually super close to having like, I don't know, like 10 shares or something of GameStop. So I would like to have that nice even number. So maybe I will. You know what? You convinced me. Fez says, Leo, there's a Lee. Oh, Lee, there's a reply on Reddit. I saw, says you can use the 88 to buy. What? Oh, 88 to buy. Okay. Maybe I don't know what 88 is, but oh gosh, I'm getting behind. Okay, I'm behind in the chat, but I'll read the questions out loud. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get to it. Tom says, I really don't think which one matters. When one goes, all they short AMC. When one goes, they all go. They short Volga. Okay. Okay, when one squeezes, they'll all squeeze. Understood. Citadel shorting the entire market. I know it's crazy what's going on. It really is. The page is accurate, lines up with other accurate DD. Where can I buy HEMC? So HEMC is OTC stock. I purchased mine in Fidelity, and that's kind of where I hold it over there. But you need to find a brokerage that trades OTC. Unfortunately, Webull does not do it. My fiance is getting jealous of our relationship, Corey. You homewrecker. You know, Lee. Ha, I'm just kidding. You know, that's what I say. That's it. He's mine now. Cheetos and chocolate milkshake. Oh my gosh, that does not sound good. Where do you get, Lee? That's what it says in the article. Oh gosh, Rain. Oh gosh, I just get too far behind. Oh, 1 million. Right. Bought 250 shares today of CCIV at 1880. You think that was a safe place to buy? Let's see. CCIV. Oops. Hey, you know, I do like this. Let me look at this a little more macroscopically. So I do like your entry, honestly. My only concern it would drop here to like 1735 is my like absolute worst case scenario. Well, who knows what the worst case scenario is, right? But I do feel like this would be like the lowest level of support right here. But you know what? I actually really like your entry point. I'm a little concerned because, well, let me zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it did break through here, so we'll see. I probably would have waited until it recovered just a little bit. You missed some of the bottom, but you know what? At least you would have found a bottom. So here, I'm not sure if you found a bottom just yet, but you know what? I feel like this is going to treat you pretty well, especially because we've seen this price action go all the way up to 64. And while that's not like how you pick a stock, it's like it's retraced pretty far already. And the question is, how much further is it going to go? I do like your entry point. I am worried though you're gonna break this level of support over here, and you'll dip to $17. But you got it at 18. Where'd it go? 1880. Yeah, I mean, you know, you can always average down a few bucks, but if it is gonna like triple or whatever one day or eventually, then you'll probably be pretty happy with your entry point. But yeah, this is when I like to buy stocks really quick. As you guys know, I like to buy stocks like this. Hype has died down. Everything's chilled. Now we're waiting on another catalyst. Why did it do this in the first place? Is the $1 million question. And so if this was like some kind of hype and the hype died down, you know, if this hype is legitimate and it comes back, then you know what? You're in a good spot. You're in a very, very good spot. You know, and it doesn't really have to even go that high. It can just double, which, you know, we see this over here, 35. This is like, what would that? It wouldn't be doubling. It'd be like, you know, up 80% or something. So, but I do like that. Safemoon.com. Let's take a look. I can't. I can't. Oh, okay. You just buy, it's Binance. You buy crypto, right? Buy and sell crypto in minutes. Yeah. No worries. BNB. Yeah, you see. I gotta learn about crypto. I want to be a little expert. I don't know what's happening here. Binance, okay. Elongate triggers me. There was a huge... let's see. Veldrin says, have 500 and I'm considering buying XRP. Is now like 130 to 129. Dollar. What do you think? XRP. Is that a... Oh, XRP right here. I'm a little concerned with this. So like, let's say here, right? Let's take a look at some levels of support we have. So let's say we have here, is this good? Can I grab all of these with this one? I was trying to get these on this left side. You know what? I can connect the most right there. So I do like this candle here as a bottom for technical analysis. Now, I really don't know too much about this. What do these guys do? What is this? Bitfinex? See, this is where my smooth brain doesn't help me because I have no clue what this is. XRP. It's a stock. Is it a crypto? Is not a security. Cryptocurrencies. Oh, okay. So it's a crypto. Okay. So in that case, oh gosh, crypto is so hard to gauge right now. You know, you never know which way it's going to go. It has a huge run up. This was in the beginning of April, so it's been running pretty well. Obviously, a huge retracement. A lot of things retraced over the weekend and stuff, and end of last week. Unless you're Dogecoin, you're going absolutely nuts. But this could be pretty good if you're actually able to do like this kind of technical analysis on it. So if it recovers here, you know, you're going to be looking for a break, because if it breaks below that, I mean, your next level of support is going to be, I mean, even then it's like $1.10, $1.08, something like that around here. Let's just say $1.10. But so you're going to be looking for something around here, and then I think if it breaks this, it's going to drop immediately from, you know, 132 to $1.10 or something. And then you'll have something in here between, you know, like $1.10, and let's say like 90 cents or something. And if it breaks that, you know, you could have a free fall back down to 50 cents. So it's a little bit scary right now. Make sure you're convicted in this before you make a play. Oh, you said you got in at 130. Yeah. So this could be good. And you could always average down. You know, you'd rather average down than not be able to average up, I guess. You know what I mean? So might be worth it. And, you know, this is one of those times where, like, if I was getting into this, I would probably put, I don't know, 25% of what I want to get in and see which way it goes. And if it breaks this, then you can put in like 50% and really average down well. And if it goes even further, or maybe you can do 25% and then average down. And then if it goes more, you can jump in a lot more, you know, so different things to think about. Diego with the super chat. Diego says, what is the point to keep shorting AMC? Cheers. So the point at this, oh gosh. So this is a whole thing, right? Excuse me. For them to keep shorting it, there's a bunch of different speculations exactly as to what could be happening. So, for example, let's say I think that they're hoping that we get bored of it. They hope that we quit. They hope we jump off of it, and then they can write it down. You know what I mean? But I really don't see the point of shorting it at this moment. I think they thought that we were, how do I say this? We were like more traditional investors. You know what traditional investors would have done? You know, most of them, whenever it dipped like this low, they would have just cut losses and got out. You know, apes are weird because respectfully, we don't know what we're doing. We don't trade like traditional investors. Okay. I'm not saying we're not smart. I'm just saying we are not trading. This market is not trading like a regular market because so many people have gotten in and stirred things up and done some weird stuff. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm sure you've seen the articles, especially I think toward the end of 2020, middle of 2020, maybe. The article saying, you know, all these big hedge funds, or maybe not hedge funds, but these like Warren Buffett, for example, like those kinds of guys were like losing money because these stocks that should be going up or going down, and the stocks should be going down, went up. Hertz declared bankruptcy. Their stock should have plummeted, right? And it did plummet. The next day, you know what happened? Every single ape bought the dip essentially, and it just like skyrocketed to like, I don't want to say an all-time high, but it just like, it went up like a couple 100%. It was something crazy like that. So it's not a regular market. And so that's what I think is happening. They didn't expect people to buy and hold. They didn't expect people to buy and hold, you know, all especially through all of this, people buying the dip and went down here, right? So they probably wanted us to think that it was over. So they probably put a whole bunch of money in here. And, you know, granted, people took profits, I'm sure, yada, yada. People got scared, paper hands, jumped out, and then it was around here. So I'm sure they probably, if they did double down, theoretically, they could have doubled down around here. I mean, there's a bunch of different speculation as to what could have happened, but realistically, they probably thought we were going to all hop out around here, around this $5 mark, right? Because it was at $6. Let's say $6 right here, from 2.8 to 223. So less than, let's call it 15 days or whatever, or let's call it 15 days, sure. And just so much speculation. It's hard to say. I really don't know what the point is for, especially AMC. The economy's opening. The the vaccine is out. People want to go to the movies. People are tired of stuck being inside. I don't get it. You know what I mean? GameStop, I can see a little more, just from let's say GameStop never changed their business model, right? And which they are trying to change their business model. Maybe they are with $164. But you know what? Whenever it was back here and it was these guys aren't changing their business model or whatever was happening, is GameStop worth $500 with their old school brick and mortar, no e-commerce type style or whatever? No. And I'm fine saying that because they are changing, and that's that. But you can't tell me that they were worth $500 with their old business model, because they clearly weren't, and people didn't even think they were worth $20. So but now everything's changing. Some weird stuff is happening. And so I think they just got greedy. And that's why they were short so much from the beginning. And that's that. What's up, Diamond? Diamond's at the ocean. Had to pop in, though. Appreciate it, buddy. Have fun, my dude. Safe Moon is up 300% or 200%. Jeez. Retail investors are dug in and out of money until next paycheck and holding. Yeah, that's what I think. They're just buying. They just continue to buy. And then if a stock goes down, I don't know. I know a lot of retail, not a lot. I know some traditional retail investors who've been trading for years and years. You know what I mean? And they're like, you know what? Cut losses, go to the next one. Cut losses, go to the next one. Ride this one out for years and hold. And maybe you'll get 20% on it and you'll be happy. And so I know those kinds of investors, right? And whenever something dips, theoretically they would cut losses and they would just get out and be done with it. What do apes do? Apes, it dips. It's like, oh my gosh, I love sale. And they buy the clearance and then they hold it and they're like, oh, this is great. And then it's like, oh, it dipped, it dipped back down to $9. Yeah, heck yeah, 10% off, and they buy it and they buy it some more. And it's like, they see this number as like a discount. It's only 0.10% off. That's not worth it. And then if it dips more, they're like, yeah, it's 20% off, 10% off. I'm going to buy that. So it's just funny the way people think, and it's disrupting the entire market. Lewis, what is up, my friend? I feel a lot better about my transfer today. Awesome. I'm glad, Lewis. Actually, I was thinking about you today, my dude. I saw somebody was saying I read it on Reddit. They said that the Fidelity transfers have been 48 hours. It's been super fast. So I think hopefully you'll be okay, my friend. Let me know whenever that transfer goes through. I'm curious to see how many days it's going to take for you. Because this way, in case anybody else asks, we can help them out. Yes, we're out of steam. And yeah, and again, whenever I say out of steam, just out of money. A lot of people, retail investors, keep putting their money in. And in my opinion, I think it's a good bet. I saw some crazy article today. I think it was like a Reddit post, but it was talking about the short interest. No, not the short. The 40% of the U.S. economy, U.S. dollar, whatever, was put in during COVID. We just printed 40% of the U.S. money. And it's very scary. It makes me scared about what's going to happen with inflation, the value of the actual US dollar and stuff like that. And so that's why, in my opinion, putting money in stocks is good, because it kind of it'll I just feel like it's a better value and it's a safe place to put your money. I don't know. There's something about it that I just really like. Oh, Lewis already told me. So Fidelity told me it would take latest Thursday, but most likely expected on Wednesday. Yeah. So that's in line with what people were saying on online. Pantry says, thoughts on Doge hitting 50 cents? I would not be surprised. I literally would not be surprised if we woke up tomorrow and it was 50 cents. You know what I mean? I also would not be surprised if we woke up tomorrow and it was 26 cents. Super volatile right now. A lot of money to be made, a lot of money to be lost. It's extremely volatile. I do think if you hold it for, people are speculating it's a bubble. I am afraid that it might be a bubble, but even then, people, you know what, you can make a lot of money in a bubble, and you just got to get out before it bursts. So take that for what it is. And it might not be a bubble. It might actually be legitimate. It might go to $1, hold at $1, dip to 80 cents, and then skyrocket to $5 for all I know. But I think 50 cents is very possible. I just watch it. What's up, Luke? Welcome. James says, after you make a few like 6 transfers from same financial institution, you're good to go. After you make a few, okay. Robinhood versus Fidelity. So short answer, Fidelity. Long answer, ends in Fidelity. But Robinhood was absolutely fantastic until they did what they did. Freaking love it so dang much. Super easy interface, super easy everything. Fidelity, not my favorite user interface, not my favorite really anything other than them not halting trading. And even then, I'm not gonna lie to you, my theory about why Fidelity did not halt trading is because they run too slow to do anything, because they're like an old company or something. And you'll know that once you use their system. I think they would have halted trading if they were up with the times, if they like had like I don't know. There's something about Fidelity that just irks me. Although I have them and I use them, and I kind of do like them. I like the services that they offer you, but I think there's something about it that is like, people are giving them a lot of credit, and I do like Fidelity. I know I'm talking a little trash, but they didn't halt trading, but I don't know if they just had the time to halt the trading. There's something weird in there that I don't know if it's coming across, but I like Fidelity and I use Fidelity. I'm going to continue to use it, but I'm looking at them skeptically. I don't trust anybody anymore after that. Webull halted trading as well, and look at me, I'm using Webull. I do like the way the CEO responded to it, though. He went right on the air and he said, I don't like what's happening, yada yada yada, and they tried to fix it as soon as possible, and he fixed it. I think it was like same day or something. I was able to buy some SafeMoon today, but yes, BNB has not worked most of the time. Crazy stuff. I'm so confused. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind in the chat. This is ridiculous. Just hang out, guys. I'll read the question out loud. We'll talk about it. We'll have a good time. Oh my gosh. I'm so far behind. Okay, I found it. What is so special on 420? So 420 is 420, and number 2, it is, I think GameStop finishes their count, something like that. And so a lot of people are excited for that. Awesome, Lewis. Glad to hear it, my friend. What's up, Humble? Welcome. Here we go. Catching up. What do you think about Citadel's SPXS puts for this month and their long calls for 2023? Ooh, I'm sorry, Lewis. I'm not sure if I'm educated on that one, my friend. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. James says, Robinhood does have a better phone app, though. Robinhood is fantastic. I hate that they did what they did, because I would love to continue to use them. But you know what? I'm glad that I switched to this, because this is a lot more advanced, and it's really taught me a lot more about like different kind of trading things, because I don't think you can really use indicators on Robinhood or anything like that. So a little bit of a trade-off, but their phone app is just freaking flawless, and I hate it because I love it so much. I'll tell you what, I wish that Vlad would just go on the air and just be like, save face somehow, you know what I mean? Like, hey, they threatened, I mean, I don't want to say anything crazy because that's kind of messed up, but hey, like, I was threatened or something, they were gonna I don't know, do something to me, and I had to halt trading. But yes, they did this and that, and so just because I would love to go back to Robinhood, and I wouldn't really go back all the way, but there's some trades that I like to make, like that are just super easy to make on Robinhood. And I'm not gonna lie, I miss it. I miss some aspects of it, like even comparing quotes, like for example, if I wanted to look from here, this $14 mark, and then here, like I can't like click and drag and it tells me what the percentage down is here, which I can't stand. That's the one thing Webull is missing. If Webull could do that, it would be better. But Robinhood, you just put your two thumbs on where the spot was. You can see it was up X% or down X% plus the dollars. It was just like small things like that. Magnus says, in Sweden, about 50,000 people are investing in AMC. I own about 750 shares myself. Every person in Sweden owns an average of 300. If every person in Sweden owns an average of 300 shares, then it would be a total of 15 million shares. Jeez. Which corresponds to the next 4% of the float. This tells me that the number of phantom and synthetic shares is massive, more than the real shares. Right, and this is what we've been speculating, right? And we've seen that, and Trace Trades makes this point, and I have no problem giving him credit because he's right. We can take a look over here. Let's go to, where am I? What day is this? Let's go to 2021, the 1 day. And we'll go to here. So on AMC, on January 27th, let me show you this. Oh, actually, it's not on it's AMC. Is it market beat? Nope, wrong one. We have float here. Oops. It's market watch. Yes. So let me show you this. The public float is $417 million. 417 million shares. Okay. Public float means how many shares are available to trade in the public. Okay. So over here on January 27th, there were over 1 billion trades. 1.2 billion. So 1.2 billion divided by 4 is 3. Right? So this is saying that on January 27th, basically every single share of AMC was traded 3 times, right? Just based on the math. I didn't trade any of my shares. I held. I mean, I guess if anything, I bought, but you know what I mean? Like it's very strange. And so with that kind of volume, it makes you think, okay, well, that's a lot of shares. You know what I mean? And granted, maybe, even if it was 450 million, like that's a whole lot, but it makes a little more sense. And we've seen some crazy stuff where like even this is higher than the float. And granted, who knows if there are big people trading a bunch of shares, buying it, swing trades. There could be those things, but this is super skeptical. Very, very weird. But yeah. So I don't know. Speculation. And we've seen, right, that especially GameStop, that they were short higher percentage of the float, which is why it's just also crazy. It's also crazy. We've seen this. Catching up. What's up, Wag? What's up, my friend? Sundial hit $1. So happy I may pass out. Such a bag holder. Good luck, my friend. Getting SafeMoon. I don't know anything about SafeMoon. Apparently, you have to unlock level 1 to buy level 2, and you got to buy this stock to buy that, or this crypto to buy that crypto, and then you got to spin around 3 times and hop on one foot. I don't know if I can even do it. Trody, what is up, my friend? Welcome. Oh, Tyrone says it's a new token. So this is about SafeMoon. It's a new token, so it's not on any exchanges. They are planning to hit Exchanges very soon, though. They do an AMA every Tuesday. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. I wonder how much GME will shoot up the first day of the squeeze. That's a good question. And, you know, and I kind of been looking at historical type data, and this is not like really how it would work or anything, but like, let's use AMC, for example, right? If we look at AMC and we go this way right here, we can see, let's say it started at, you know, $5. $5 to $25 is 5 times. And so let's say it started at, you know, just for easy math, let's say it started at $10 times 5, you know, instantly to $50. You know what I mean? Day one. And maybe it'll dip, you know, and this is something people have to be ready for. It went from $25, dipped all the way down to like 11, and then look, just recovered like crazy, right? And so I'm afraid that people are gonna like sell and just cancel it. This is why diamond hands are so important. It was going to keep going, you know, even if this was a 2-day squeeze or something, then that's that. But the only reason, in my opinion, why this ended is because they halted trading. Robinhood halted trading. But you know, theoretically, that's one way you could think of it. Either way, I think personally, it's going to take at least a minimum of like 2 days. But if people continue to hold, it could last a long time. We saw one that was like 2 weeks or something. And it just goes on and on. What's up, Mazer? What's up, Nicholas? I love you a bit. Alcalar, what is up, friend? Says, what do you think about PLTR in the short and long term? I think PLTR is more of a long-term hold. I'm just so, I try to be safe. You know what I mean? I think it's a great long-term hold. I don't know too much about, I know exactly what they do. I do a video on it. I did a video on it. Now I think it's a long-term hold. And so as long as they're continuing, as long as they get like those military contracts that they're kind of made for, I'm not sure if they already are, but those kinds of things. There's a whole space right now about like what they do in AI and their business side. Like, you know how they have the military application and the business application. The business application is actually a vertical that a lot of different people are getting into right now. Those AI kind of business structures to help people get organized. I did a video on one. I think it was called AI. It was like one of my first videos, and it was super interesting what they were able to do. But it is pretty similar to PLTR, but I do like PTLR in the long term, mostly for the military application. And because I think that while it is for military, they could probably use that kind of stuff for like, okay, sure, military, but they could probably also sell it to private contractors and stuff. And I think that could be pretty neat. And there's a lot of money to be made there. What's your thoughts on GSAT? I don't know anything about Global Star. See their profile, where they do telecommunications. Very cool. Mobile satellite services. Ooh, very interesting. Including voice and data communication services globally through satellite. The company provides wireless communication services in areas not served or underserved by terrestrial, wireless, or wireline networks. So they... Okay, well, we'll just continue then. I was seeing if there was something else in there, but in wireline networks, in circumstances where terrestrial networks are not operational due to natural or man-made disasters. I like that a lot. It's important. We'll actually talk about that in a second. It offers voice and data communication service over a network of in-orbit satellites and active ground station gateways, which it refers to as the Global Star Networks or system, Global Star system. So this is important, and I'll tell you why I like this, because I don't know how many other people are doing this kind of stuff. Like, for all I know, they can use Starlink and like problem solved. But look, this is what I talk about with these sell orders, right? Looks like someone is looking for like a short squeeze or something on this. Look at these asks. It's at 9 cents right now, or 90 cents. I'm sorry, 90 cents. And these people are trying to sell for $4, $48. Look at geniuses. And you know what? I'm curious if these ever get filled. I'm sure they have to get filled, right? Like, otherwise people wouldn't. Well, maybe, I don't know. Maybe people are crazy, but this is pretty funny. So, I do like this because, like I said, natural disasters, like, even I think I always go to like kind of, I mean, it says it here, right? Natural disasters, but think about like some kind of military application whenever, it, or they need a, what is it called? Even a disaster relief type system. So for example, let's say if you know anything about government and it doesn't have to be large government. Like I'm talking like state government, county government, stuff like that. There's a lot of money there, and not everyone has like a bunch of money and stuff. But for these kinds of things, they allocate the funds for. For example, let's say you're in a place where you get a lot of earthquakes, right? And you need to have people. There's just so many applications, and I just don't want to get into all the nitty gritty of it, but very, very cool. Let's take a look at some of the financials really quick, but I'm sure you can kind of see where I was going with that. So annually, gross profit, moving up nice and slowly, very slowly, especially from 2018 to 2019, but they could have been investing in themselves or something like that. Institutional ownership, 23%. We do have Vanguard, BlackRock. There's BlackRock, per usual, best friends hanging out. Analysts are not so bullish, underperform, but take that with a grain of salt, and see if they have any kind of news catalyst coming. So check those things out. But pretty cool stock. I don't even know what your question was. Thoughts? Oh, those are my thoughts. People are betting on the legal issues being a red herring, banks and government adoption. Yeah, I mean, there could be so many different catalysts for AMC to run and go to the moon. So many different catalysts, just waiting on one. Holding, but want to add more. I want to dip. I know, Tyrone. It's. I feel bad because, like, well, I don't say I want to dip, but I would not mind a dip to add to my positions, especially in GameStop. Carlos Garcia. I knew a guy in high school named Carlos Garcia. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just buy and hold. Got Cheetoed, buddy. Fidelity is half owned by one woman. She is into air. She is also the heir to. Oh, that's not how you spell air, but Johnson and Johnson. Fortune. Oh, geez, who owns the other 49% of Fidelity, owned by all its employees? Geez. Did you see when Kramer said the squeeze halt was due to AMC and not GameStop? Ooh, actually, I did not see that. That's actually very interesting. I think you mean to say we are trading like we know the market is fixed for once. Sure. What's up, Ian? Never late. I'm late to your comment, but I appreciate you, bud. Am I late to buy AMC now? Haunted, I really can't tell you if you're late, early, how you're doing. I will say tomorrow I'm purchasing more AMC. Whether it goes up or down, I'm going to buy some options because I feel good about it. So you can take that for what it is, my friend. I like the stock. HTMC opinion, freaking love it so much. I have a video on it. If you're on the fence about it, if you're not sure about it, watch the video. Maybe that'll help you. Maybe you'll be into it. Maybe you won't. I personally really, really like HTMC. Diego, thank you. Holding strong, not selling. Diamond hands. Love it, Diego. Starfish feels like going to the magic show and just screaming for all the audience. Screaming from the audience all the ways the magician is lying and not being fooled. That's what it's like watching like AMC and GameStop. Reading these news articles that are like literally false. Unreal. What's up, Hamo? In my opinion, fair value for GameStop is 40 to 60 at the moment. I mean, fair, right? I mean, I like the stock, but like we need more. They're working toward it. They're working in the right direction. But hopefully they get there. I'm not a hater. Only on Fidelity, apparently. Tyrone, HTMC will pop once the judge denies the motion to dismiss. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're waiting for, right? This legal battle could take literally years, and so it's kind of a hold situation. But you know what? If it's good news, I think it'll do well. Even if it's not good news, I still think it'll do well. HEMC is just a good company. Excuse me, sorry. Pulse has 555.99 reasons to hold AMC. Wink, wink. I am on the AMC train. This is what James says. I am on the AMC train. Invested at $3 a share. Love it, but I would bet everything that AMC does not exist in 5 years. James, you know, the good point, my friend. And you know, I'm saying this about GameStop. AMC, you know, I think here's the deal. I think they are going to exist. I think they'll do okay. With everything going on, even with like all these streaming services, they were supposed to kill AMC, and maybe they were killing AMC. You know what I mean? Maybe the shorts, they were right. It may be a dying breed, but I feel like, you know, Adam Aaron said it best. You can't replace like going to the movies. You can't replace that kind of experience. And that's kind of my family pastime. Like we would always go to the movies like every single weekend, and it was so much fun. Like I love going to the movies so much. So I'm going to continue to go to the movies, but I see what you're saying. I think the movies still will be around though. You know, there's certain experiences that you can't really get. And I love the way he described it, Adam Aaron. He says, you know, it's sure you can watch a movie at home. He says stuff like that, but you know, in the theater, you have to put your phone away, has to be on silent. You like can't look at it. You have to be quiet. You have to pay attention. Like there's something about that. And then you have this collective group of people all paying attention, like with hyper focus to like the same thing. There's just something cool about it that, I don't know, you can't just change, you know? But, you know, everybody has their thing. Like concerts, I don't really care about concerts too much, right? And I'm sure there's plenty of people in here who love going to concerts. There's nothing like going to a concert. And I don't really care for it too much, you know? It's not really my cup of tea, but I love the movies. So it's just about what people like. I don't see how AMC lives long term. They've been bleeding money for too long. You know, good points. Like good points. We'll see where they are in 5 years. And you know, and people, you know, what people have been saying that about GameStop, right? People say, well, GameStop's not worth, you know, $100 per share. And it's like, well, maybe it's not currently, right? But it doesn't matter what it's currently worth. What matters is the technical position for a short squeeze, and the setup seems to be there. You know what I mean? Like it's same thing with AMC and a bunch of other stocks who are heavily shorted. So good stuff. Tyrone, thank you so much for the donation, my friend. I appreciate that. €5. Very, very cool. Thank you. And so that's what I feel about this. But fair points, absolutely fair points. AMC, personally, I don't think is going to be a super long-term stock for me. I know people like Trey, he wants to hold it long-term. I do plan on long-term, relatively long-term, and you know, maybe long-term for me would still be part of 2022 or something, those shares. But I do plan on exiting as it floors, and then maybe I'll buy back in. Actually, I think even Trey said he was going to do that. He's going to exit all the way on the way down. You know, if it goes to like 10,000 or whatever, he's going to exit at like 1,000 or 100 or something. And me, I mean, I'd be happy exiting at the floor of like 100. If it goes to 1,000, I mean, I'd probably exit at like 200 or something. But if it goes all the way to 1,000, I'm not like a fool. But I'd be comfortable with my floor being so low, just because I have so much, you know, shares and stuff. There's so many options technically. Starfish says, we heard that stocks were called chips, so we buy, dip, and dip and dip. Love it. By the way, how's our IVR doing? IVR, oops. I can type sometimes, I swear. IVR is not the best day, down 1.56%, but you know what, that is okay. No problem at all. Let's look at the 1 month, see how it's been doing. See, not so good over the 1 month. What was this, $4? Down a little bit. That's okay. 3 month. Wow, kind of sideways for 3 months, huh? 6 months? There we go. Okay. And again, guys, this is the reason why, like, This is a slow play. And you know what? 6 months for it to almost double is actually very, very good for a stock that I deem to be relatively safe. So, you know, that's that. Oh, I said double, but this is not double. I'm confused. To go up like 50% in 6 months is actually not bad. Double. I can math. James says, once you do over like 6 large transfers, they will have good faith inside of them all. Okay. Until you give them a reason not to. Guys, I'm super far behind in the chat. I'm so sorry. I'm catching up. I'm so far behind. All right. I'm just going to catch up to the chat. I can't even. I'm so far behind. All right. We're just catching up, guys. Okay. I do want to address this question, though. Trody says, how sure are you that AMC will squeeze? So here's the way I'm playing it. First of all, with all of these guys, I'm extremely confident personally that AMC will squeeze. Okay. Now, let's say it doesn't squeeze. Let's say we're wrong, you know, which I don't think we are according to these numbers, you know. Question is, will the DTCC 08, will they actually use it? And if they use it, are they actually short? Are they actually out of the money? Like, let's say they shorted it at let's say $2 is break even, and let's say they're like not there, and so they do have to cover, you know, are they there? Will there be a news catalyst? There's a lot of different factors. I do think that King's a lurker. Hey, what's up, King? Welcome, my friend. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate that. I like it when the lurkers say hi, guys. Like, it's you know, especially if you're here all the time, like you don't say hi, just say hi. Like, I want to know who's here. This way, when you ask stuff, I'm like, oh, this person's always here, and I love it. Let's see. So yes, so I do think it's going to squeeze. Now, let me give you this one. If it doesn't squeeze for some reason, they cover, they get out, who knows what, right? Let's say it never squeezes. Okay. In that case, I still like AMC. I still think this stock is going to double by the end of the year, just naturally, based on, you know, they're only open at 30. They're going to be at 33% capacity in like New York, I think it was. And it's here. Granted, there's a lot of pressure and stuff, but there's pressure in both directions. There's short pressure as well as buy pressure. So it's kind of like a standoff, right? And oh no way, I got my new monitor and my screen just turned off. Okay, so I know what's wrong then. It must be the cord or something, so I'm gonna have to switch out the cord. Well, actually, I only switched out the cord. I thought it was the cord, but it must be the monitor. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and fix this. Such a shame, such a shame. You know, you think you know a computer, and this is what it does to you. So rude. So rude. All right, let me get this fixed. Sorry about that. So rude. This is up here. This is up here. This is up here. Thank you, Olive. I just saw your message in the chat. You are a gentleman and a scholar. All right, we're good. We're good. What a pain, guys. Dang, I'm gonna have to swap out my whole monitor. It's on a stand. I'm gonna have to unscrew it, screw it back in. So Shorty did to just finish that. Yes, I think it's good. I think it's good stuff. James says, I bet money if you took the time to learn Active Trader, you would love it. You know, I have looked at Active Trader, and it's so sad because it's not pretty. But it does look pretty legit, actually. I think I would like active trader. I've been thinking about switching off of Webull. I'm kind of on the fence. I love Webull so much. It's so dang cool. But, you know, they did halt trading, and it's kind of been eating away at me slowly. But I like this. I like the platform so much. I'm gonna have to figure it out. All right, I'm moving back up to the chat. If I missed your question, feel free to ask it again. I apologize. Hey, what's up, chick? Yeah, so all F4. No, it's not that kind of situation. Marissa, what is up? Lambo now. What's up, Daryl? Lambo coming soon. You know, I don't even think I'll get a Lambo. I don't care if it goes to, I mean, this could go to like 1,000. I don't think I would get a Lambo. Like, I'm just too normal. What I would do is I would rent a Lambo, and I would just drive to work, like, and just like park, like nothing, like no big deal. Just like park the Lambo, just like go to work and just work all day. And then I just like take it home, and then like, you know, but they would see it, you know what I mean? But I would just do like a prank like that, and that's all I would do. But I wouldn't drive them. I wouldn't like buy a Lambo. What's up, Rocky? Give me a solid, get JD to bounce. Bring me tomorrow. It's been long enough. Which platforms did not halt though? There were a few platforms. As far as halting, oh wait, yeah. So okay, I guess I confused some people. I'm sorry. So Webull did halt trading. For full transparency here, it did halt it, but the CEO went immediately onto the news and said it was our clearinghouse, Apex. They halted it. Apex was the clearinghouse for several people, and Apex did halt for several people. So it really was the clearinghouse that halted like Webull and stuff. Webull CEO went on and said, "Hey, we're in cahoots with these people. We are not happy that Apex halted it. We're trying to work with them to fix it as soon as possible." But yes, they did halt it, and the CEO was upset about it, and I appreciated that. What's up, Mo? Welcome. Dale says, will they only have to buy the 146 million shares on loan, or do they need to buy everyone's share who is willing to sell? So, okay, let me think about the easiest way to, so they'll have to buy back essentially every share they're short, every share, like they're gonna have to buy back all those, right? But the problem is they're gonna probably have a hard time locating the shares. Why is that? Well, because if all the apes are holding the shares, they need to purchase the shares. And who do they have to purchase the shares from? Apes. And so in order for them to purchase the shares, the ape has to agree on the price with the hedge fund. And so if your price that you want to sell to a hedge fund is 10 bucks, okay, well, fine. I guess you just sold it for 10 bucks. Cool. And they're going to have to keep buying it. And everyone is going to have their price. People are going to have it at, I'm sure some people have it at 8 bucks. You know what I mean? Like they don't care. This person right here has 509 they want to sell at 1350. You know what? That's what they're be happy at. Cool. Me, I wasn't happy at 25. So I'm not going to be happy until, like I said, my absolute floor would be like 100 bucks. And so, you know, I'll hold it until, and if it goes to 1,000, if it goes to 10,000, goes to 1,000,000, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. And I'll just hold. Now, I forgot the dang question. Oh, so that's what's going to happen. So it's whatever you guys agree upon. They have to agree upon a price, because in order for them to buy, there has to be a seller. Because especially with the utilization being so high, it's going to be hard for them to find shares, right? And that's what makes the short squeeze so powerful. It's going to have to go up until you guys agree on a price. And if magically no one agreed on a price until, you know, $1,000, then that's where they would have to technically buy it at. Granted, it would have to go up a little bit, and people will agree on a price between, you know, $10 and $100 and yada yada yada. But I think that is what makes it so powerful. Too legit to quit. What's up, Joe? What's up, Mo? CT, there are years of blockbuster movies backed up. People have been in their houses for over a year. AMC has great opportunity in front of it for the next 2 or 3 years, easy. And I do think so, CT. I think that AMC, especially 21, 22, and probably 23, is going to be super, super bullish. And you know why? Because I start reading a chat and I just get distracted. So I think AMC for the next few years is going to be super bullish because movies like Marvel movies, they're not going to release them in Disney Plus and stuff like that, right? They did. What did they do? They tried one. I don't know. They're not going to release them. They said that we're going to hold the big blockbuster releases for the movie theaters. Okay, I think people are going to want to go to the theaters. There have been a lot of theatrical releases pushed back because they only want to release them in theaters. They've just been pushed back. The whole phase, whatever phase they're in, Marvel right now, phase 5 or something, it's all been pushed back because they are only going to release it in the theaters. It's been pushed back years. So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. CT says, buy a Lambo, donate to charity auction a week later after the fun wears off a bit. I know, right? Seriously. News outlets are saying Schwab halted, but I'm on Schwab and there was no halting. Interesting. Yeah, Vlad, gosh, Vlad was the worst person to, they either didn't prep him, he didn't know what to say. He thought, no, they'll buy it. They'll just believe me. Didn't believe him. Then he said there was a liquidity issue. Then he went to the congressional hearing, said, no, well, we resolved the liquidity issue before there was an issue because we had borrowed all the money. So there wasn't a liquidity issue, and he's just all over the place. My favorite, he was on, was it Andrew Cuomo? He was on CNN. This guy tore him apart, asked all the right questions, ate him alive, and said, sir, you need to make sure that you know what you're saying. He said something like that. It was one of the, I have so much respect for this man. Let me see if I can, is this his name? Cuomo? No, not this guy. Cuomo. What's his name? CNN. This guy, Chris Cuomo. You guys gotta watch his interview with Vlad. His first one. Holy smokes! Talk about bullish. Like, this guy tore him apart. Such a good one. So good. This guy killed it. Chris Cuomo killed it in his first interview with Vlad. Asked all the right questions. He should be in the congressional hearing asking questions because he asked every single perfectly right question that you could have asked. He did the best job out of all the interviews I saw with Vlad. Let's see. James says, I predict Webull goes bust, giving away too much, people giving away a hard time because cashing out 95% of the people never try to cash out. That, James, that's what I'm scared of also. Like, that's also why I don't want to go switch to Webull. I don't know if they can handle the volume. I just don't know if anyone is going to be able to handle the volume. I just don't know. Kevin says they have to buy back all the shares they're short plus any synthetic. Yes, Kevin, 100% right, my friend. Yes, they have to purchase all those, and I think they're going to have a hard time. First of all, good luck finding those synthetic shares that, I don't know how that part works, but for all I know, and I really don't know how that works. Like, okay, there's the synthetic shares. They can't just buy their synthetic shares. So I wonder if they're going to have to just flood that cash into the market. I have so many different questions about this, and it's hard to see. What's up, Joe? Got you, buddy. James says AMC days are limited to the future on the future Marvels get better digital deals. Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. They've reduced the amount of capacity to fill up a theater, right? Because most of these theaters have recliner chairs in the AMC theaters. So I don't know if they found a sweet spot to like make the right amount of money with the amount of people in there, give them a better experience so that the theaters are more full. But the theaters are basically at half capacity at all time. If there are the recliner seats, I think it's probably like 2-to-1 for the seating. And so it's much, much smaller. And then they have they're like different heights and stuff now. So like, I think that it might even be 3-1 or 4-1 as far as seating goes. So there's definitely something going on with AMC. I'm not going to, let's put it this way. After, if and when the short squeeze is over, I'm not going to put all my eggs back into AMC. I'll just put it that way. You know what I mean? I love the theaters. I love going to the movies, truly, but I don't know if I'd bet all my cash on it. Then again, I am basically betting all of my cash on the stock right now, but you know what? I feel good about it right now in this moment. Yeah, I couldn't get a story straight. Joe knows. Robinhood and Webull barely have billions. See, I don't have all my shares on Webull. I'm mostly Fidelity. But it's not pretty to show. I don't want to show my Fidelity. Going to the actual movies will never die, and their days are definitely not numbered. Any comparison by Blockbuster is apples and oranges. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Lee says, I want to thank you for that question. That's a great question, and I will answer your question right after I tell you my life. Yes, it's like, and that's how every single question was answered, right? Vlad, during the congressional hearings, I want to thank you for that question. That was a very good question, and I plan on answering that question. It's because it's an important question to be answered, and it's important that you ask that. So thank you again, Senator, for asking that question. And then he starts. He just wasted all that time, starts answering it. And my favorite thing that I want to start doing to people in real life is reclaiming my time. When people just start talking, I'm going to say, okay, sir, I'm reclaiming my time. Ma'am, I'm going to go and reclaim my time here. Let me ask this question again. Oh, that was my favorite when watching that. I was like, because it's probably bad, you know, but I'd never seen a congressional hearing before. So they just start reclaiming their time. That was the greatest thing I ever saw. Trying to filibuster me. No, I'm going to reclaim my time. That was the best. Movies offer you, this is what Anti-CA says, movies offer you something you can't get at home via digital. That's their competitive advantage. Yeah, there's something about it. And if you guys ever seen like an IMAX movie, it gets freaking crazy in there. That's how I want to see Maverick on IMAX. That's what I want to do. CT says, I left $1 worth of Dogecoin in Robinhood just to watch them. They've been using splash screen polls to measure if their customers are believing their bull. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's rough. I don't think they're ever going to financially recover from this, to quote the Tiger King. So when utilization reaches 100 and everybody holds with a level 2 not sure anymore green, Tyrone, it's here's the deal. Even if it's at 100%, it's not really at 100%. There's always going to be, you know, a little bit of buying and selling, but realistically, that 100% is good. Means people are holding this stock. They're just holding it. They're not doing anything with it. And if enough of those people are apes and they're holding strong and they hold until 100, you know, 200, 300, 400, 5, whatever, $1,000, 10,000, then that is when the Moaz. Okay, I know they're talking about it in the sense of GameStop with that article we read, but you know what? It can happen for AMC in a technical way. Maybe not fully technically, but looking at these kind of numbers, right? Take a look at what AMC is at, and let's look at GameStop. Let's compare them. And this is up, by the way. So the short interest at the end of the day was up. Well, I guess this was after. So this is technically 23% because it changed throughout the day. And so it's at 23%, and GameStop went up to 9.78%. So let me open this one here. So the utilization, no, wait, the short interest, was it? Man, I clicked it. But I think it was a short interest was up 9%. So this is like 34% right here, okay? But utilization 41%, shares on loan 13.94 million, and you can see here like 146 million shares on loan. And then short interest is 23.43. Both are pretty much primed and ready to go. The question is, and I think they're both squeezed very, very well. Question is what is going to be the catalyst? I think that they'll both squeeze no problem. Personally, my personal thoughts, no advice, personal thoughts. Could and hopefully does squeeze. Yep, 100%, my friend. Okay, I'm back. The videos were boring. I don't know what video you're watching, my friend. Has he caught up in the comments? I'm back. I'm back, Lewis. We're caught up. Okay, hard questions. What info do you have on the share recount completion date and process? Upcoming prediction of the borrow rate is coming to days. Bonus infinity Q. Okay, so let's take these one at a time. What info do you have on the share recount completion? So I don't have anything about the share recount completion. From my understanding, I think it's GameStop is going to be done on 420. And I think, was both of them, does anyone know if GameStop and AMC were going to be done on 420 or how that happened? I would love to know when both the recounts are done. If anyone has a date on that, I can't seem to recall. I think GameStop was 420, and I want to say AMC was like, I was going to say it's May the 4th, but I thought it was earlier than that because it needs to be completely done before May the 4th, and because that's when their meeting is. It was something like that, wasn't it? Upcoming prediction on borrow rate increase. So the borrow rate right here increase on AMC borrow rate. Oh, we're not looking at the. Well. I mean, the short interest has been going up how much? Like 1% a day, a couple percent a day, but it's all in the right direction, my friend. I don't have these exact numbers, but I think they're obviously heading in the right direction. They're all getting bigger. They're all getting bigger. They're not going to get any smaller until we see some crazy price or some price action. I'll say some price action. IMAX is expensive. IMAX is so expensive, but you know what? It's pretty cool. AMC's not dead cat. Just wait till they get VR movies. That is something I do want to see, Lewis. I want to see VR movies. I have my VR system. I freaking love it. I wish the lenses were a little bit like clearer to see the movies, but you know what? It'd be so cool to like be at home chilling and like imagine if we all like could get a movie theater in VR, just like hang out and like just watch a movie or something with a Big Short or something cool like that, and just watch it. We could pause it and break it down. Just kidding. I'd be so annoying probably. Alan says if AMC reaches 1,000, what would be the earnings per share? I'm sure you can do the math for that. Just divide it. Something like that, right? Action movies just hit different. Yeah, in the theaters. Rania says, pack it up, Joe Exotic. Oh my gosh. Tiger King was the best part of the pandemic. Yeah, that was such a good time. What a wild ride, right? AMC has our taxpayer money covering the tabs right now. Yes. Oh, I certainly was. AMC is shorted much larger numbers relative to GME. It's nuts. Yeah, it's very interesting. But, you know, if you go on Super Stonk, if anybody goes to that subreddit, man, people really hate the AMC crowd. It's messed up. Like, we're all apes. I don't know what the problem is. It's real messed up. James says, it's okay to get hyped, but don't forget the facts about AMC is not the best company that needed to be bailed out. Yeah, and I hope no one forgets that fact, right? Now, granted, the economy was bad, but like even then, this is them over the like 5 years. This is 2011. Is this 2011? Wait, is it the month? 4-hour candles. So is this 2020? Why does it look like this? Let's look at the 5 year. We can go back here, right? We can see, look, 2017. It was, this is for a few years now, especially right here. Let's say right here in the April of 2017 really started to decline. Now, I don't know if there was anything, what the kind of catalyst was this, if they were heavily shorted throughout this whole time and maybe they started up here. A lot of different questions, but not looking so good for AMC in the long term, how they've been doing. And we can see, you know, just started downward. They IPO'd in 2013. And Adam Aaron, if you watch my video about the shares and stuff, you'll see what happened in 2013 with all the shares they issued and yada yada. But who knows? Who knows? But maybe a little reverse. Maybe there's a lot better sentiment for AMC. And, you know, you can look at something like, I don't know what separates Cinemark from AMC. If you look at Cinemark, they're a $20 stock. Well, how have they been $20 for so long? What makes them so much better? AMC is the largest movie theater chain in the world. I don't know how they're so low. I don't understand that. If anyone has actually any kind, even speculation as to why AMC is so much lower than Cinemark, right? If we look at Cinemark, CNK, you can see here, they're $22 stock. Wow, they dropped to $5 at one point. Dang, this is the beginning of the pandemic right here. Wow, $5. Jeez. But look how they've been doing. 26 was their low. This is 2013 now. I mean, I don't know what makes them so good. And I'm sure they have different financials and stuff like that, but crazy. Joe says, I feel like Hollywood needs their theaters in order to thrive themselves. Big directors don't want to be, that's actually a good point. I didn't think about Hollywood. Think about what big theaters means to Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like these feature films, it's a big deal. Movies like Wonder Woman lost on streaming. Let me tell you, movies like Wonder Woman would have lost on anything, because if you saw that movie, it was a loss. We all lost. We all lost watching Wonder Woman. So personal thought. I don't know if anyone actually liked it, but if you did, then you're wrong. Adam Aaron nailed it in his interview. AMC is under full attack from shorters, 49% to 73% in 15 days. If this is half of that, it's an enormous increase in short interest. And that's what I'm wondering here. If we look at AMC, like, and I don't know, maybe, shorters were like, oh, Netflix and all these streaming platforms are going to kill AMC. So they started heavily shorting it. And then not many people wanted to buy into AMC because because everyone probably thought, oh, well, this isn't a good hold. Like these streaming platforms are going to kill it. And I think after this, hopefully sentiment will change and people will say, you know what, they couldn't kill it. People want to go to the movies, and hopefully that'll make it more bullish. And I really hope AMC, talk about GameStop not really changing their business model. Now they are, so good for them. But as far as AMC goes, I think they do need to change a little bit. They need to change kind of what they're doing, and granted, there was a whole pandemic here, and the pandemic really messed them up pretty badly, but they were being messed up before, here's, they were just decreasing for a while. And so I think they need a revival of sorts. Maybe this is the revival, the sentiment behind it, but I think they need something big, like VR streaming or something like that. Their own platform, a partnership with the platform, anything. Oh gosh, we're seeing I get far behind in the chat again. King says AMC will thrive once more. Oh, I've already read this. Okay, I'm not too far behind in the chat. Damn it, money. Dilution. I don't know where I was. We'll just catch up here. King says, I'm just saying this guy keeps complaining about AMC. Okay, what's your opinion? Here, no one cares. You think, oh gosh. Well, here's the deal. I respect people's opinions on AMC, GameStop, you know what I mean? And, and here's the deal. I think it's important for us to have these conversations. Do you think GameStop is good? Do you think GameStop is good short-term, long-term? What do you think about these things? But you have to think about to yourself, are there better plays that you're going to play in the long term? In 2 years, are you going to be invested in GameStop? Maybe not, and this is where it's good for us to have like a healthy conversation. And I know James is kind of saying things about AMC, but you know what? He's being totally respectful, and I appreciate this back and forth that he's giving me. Because you know what? Guess what? I need to be able to explain to James why I think AMC is a good buy for 10 years, right? If I can't explain to him why it's a good buy for 10 years, then you know what? I probably shouldn't be in the stock, because I may not know enough about it, and I may not have all the facts. He's playing like devil's advocate in a way, right? And so, which I appreciate. I think, and that's what I do with you guys. If you give me a stock, I'm not going to say, oh, that's a good stock, yada yada. I'm going to say, well, what about this? Have you thought about this? What about that? Because I'm going to try to shake you. And if I don't shake, well, I don't try to shake you too hard, but I want to wobble you a little bit and say, okay, well, you know what, I didn't think about that, let me research that before I go all in on this stock. And so these are great conversations to have. And so I can appreciate it, but don't let them upset you, man. Don't let them don't let anyone shake you from your convictions. Saying AMC is a bleak future because of at-home options is the same as and see, here we go. Here's a counter argument, right? Saying AMC has a bleak future because of at-home options is the same as saying people have been saying since the days of radio, TV, internet streaming. It's just not happening. That's a good point. You know, whenever DVDs came out, what happened? Oh, there goes the movie theater industry. Whenever TV came out, I don't know about that one, but streaming, you know, they've been saying it for years, and maybe streaming got pretty close. But you know what? I'll never stop going to the theaters. I love it. Now, granted, it's not up to me if the theaters stay open. It's not up to me if they're good stock. But you know what? I'll continue to support theaters the entire time. It's a gamble. Every stock is a gamble. Yeah, 100%, my friend. But some gambles have better odds than others. So I'll leave it. I'll say that one. James is harsh, but I don't think he's that harsh. I think he's maybe direct, but I like smart investments. AMC is not that good a gamble. Okay, fair enough, my friend. I respect it. I'll take it all day. And again, guys, I love that kind of back and forth, right? Where James says something it's not even rude, you know, it's just his opinion, and I love his opinion. I'm so glad that he's not afraid to share the opinion, because that means that we've created, like, you know, a good, like a safe place to talk. You know, we can talk through these things. I sound like Dr. Phil or something, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. Basically, we hope and pray, praying with AMC. I can't dispute Kendall. I love AMC. Yeah, we love the stock. I will go to drive-ins, but I can't find one anymore. Oh, I thought you didn't have anyone, Kimberly. I was getting so sad. I was like, I'll go. We'll go. Drive-ins, but yeah. Actually, it's pretty cool, you know. And that, actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because I didn't think about this, but there's a movie theater that opened up kind of close to me. It's called like EVO. I don't know. And their theater just opened right before 2020. It was a brand new theater, huge one, and they built one. There's one there, and then they built like a competitor across the street, and it was so cool. I was like, holy smokes! I was like, and then the freaking pandemic hit. So what did they do? They started doing drive-in. They got a huge projector. They projected on the side of their building, and everyone just kind of pulled up and watched the movie and stuff. And it was like, they would offer food and they would bring the food to you. They completely adapted to being a drive-in theater. And it was like, you know what? So much respect for these guys to adapt with their brand new business that they're losing so much money on. And, you know, people can adapt and overcome. A lot of these, you know, a lot of places, they did that. And it's so cool. Dr. Phil. I don't know. I'm just going crazy. James says AMC is a good buy at what it's worth, maybe $3 to $5 a share. With money you can afford to lose. Okay, fair enough. Guys, putting your money in any stock can be seen as easy as hope and pray. Fair enough. So many people buying the hype at $13, $14. Keep on average down. Chase the hype. Yeah, be careful chasing the hype. Give James props, even if it's 99% of his bunk. You guys are wild. You guys are going wild. The whole country was bailed out. I know, the whole country. Yeah, no worries, guys. We don't have to, you know. If you guys don't like someone's opinion, you can ignore it. Don't let them bother you. Don't let them scare you. You guys. Oh my gosh. All right, let's catch up on some of this stuff. And then I'm gonna be getting stuff organized. Massive collateral requirement takes effect on April 22nd. Okay. Chat, we're building our Discord. Feel free to join. Yeah, guys, if you guys want to join the Discord, thank you, Olive. Feel free to join. I'm gonna go ahead and post a link here, Discord. Pin. All right, I pinned the Discord. Guys, feel free to join. I'm more than happy to have people in there. More the merrier. And yeah. Whoa. All right. Let me drink some water. I haven't drank the whole time. Avery says, AMC to the moon. I'm with you. All right. Let's take a look at what's going on in these after hours. So they got these shares. I love to see the GameStop ones. Man, GameStop only at 180. That's a disappointment. Oh gosh, I don't know if anyone's in nano dimensions, but 17,000 orders at the 675 strike, ready to be sold. All right, guys, I am going to start heading out. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It was a good time per usual. Got a little crazy at the end, but you know what? Still having a good time. I'm going to stay true to my convictions. What can I say? I like the stock. I feel like there's a technical position for a short squeeze here, and I'm going to continue to hold. Mike, what is up? Just signed on. I'm assuming y'all have already talked about the new stuff. New staff statements deal. I think you're talking about the GameStop CEO thing or something like that. Actually, not too much, but you know what? Hey, what's up with the media and the fake squeeze? Fake squeeze? How people are joining all of a sudden? I'm wrapping up. Dow Jones just posted an article about Doge. Jeez. All right. The media and the fake squeeze. Is this a troll? I don't know if it's a troll. I don't know, Mike, you have a link for me, my friend? You want to send it in the Discord? I was wrapping up, but you know what? I'll take a look at this real quick, then I'll wrap up. Avery, I don't know about TIRX on it. Yes, if AMC goes down to $2, I will not be very happy, but I really don't think it will. I'm convicted. I have a lot of money riding on this, and I'm all in, and I will care. It's gonna hit. If it hits $7.40, I will 1,000,000% buy the dip. 1,000,000%. So just personal thoughts, my friend. Yeah, I think it would hit. Yeah, I actually, James, I see what you mean. And this is something we saw with the VW short squeeze, that it dipped and then it bounced back. So, oh, Trey just, oh yes, okay. So I haven't seen anything about the SEC filing. Is it a rule number in one of these DTC filings, or is it a true SEC filing about that one? Let me see here. I saw his post. I'm about to watch this video in a little bit. Okay, he did not post the link, but I'll take a look. Guys, Trades does have a new video out. Be sure to check it out. I'm going to go ahead and start logging off. I will catch you guys very, very soon. You need to know and should share with your users. Mike, I'm going to take a look at that, my friend, and I will share it probably tomorrow morning. I will catch you guys later. I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with some music. Start heading out. Take a look at this Trades video. But you guys have a great night. I will catch you guys later. Peace.